Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This new generation of kids, they're different, bruh. They're a little spoiled, and I don't think they realize it. So I work security part time, right? And just small events, birthday parties, dinner parties, weddings, stuff like that. So this specific event was one of those wedding after parties where like the husband and the wife's family get together and everything. So I'm working this event, right? And I'm gonna try to lay it out. I'm gonna try to lay it out so you guys could picture everything I'm saying. So upstairs, that's where all the adults are. They're up there partying, drinking, having a good time, giving their speeches, crying, all of that good stuff that comes with weddings. Downstairs, it's a garage area that leads straight out to the parking lot of the venue, and that's my area. That's where I am the whole night. Actually, it's one of my favorite spots to work at because it's up on a hill, has a nice view of the water. No events get too crazy, but yeah, that's beside the story. Let me get back to it. So I'm working this site on that night, and like I said, this is a wedding after party. The adults are upstairs, and you guys know what happens at these type of parties. The adults are up there having a good time. The kids get bored, so the kids have to entertain themselves. So I'm kind of babysitting the whole night. Yeah, it was one of those where all the kids just came downstairs to my area and they're just not doing anything too crazy. Somebody had an electric scooter, of course. They're riding that around the parking lot. They're playing tag, hide and seek, all that fun kid stuff. Man, what I would do to be a kid again for one more day. So they finish up their playing. They make their way inside the garage area. That's where I'm chilling at. And they start talking to me, of course, like kids do, asking a million questions, yada, yada, yada. Which I really don't mind at an event like this because I'd rather talk to kids than the drunk adults. And yeah, drunk adults get kind of weird, man. I got a lot of. That's why I have to do these stories, because I have a lot of stories that involve drunk adults and working security. I was actually just working another event last night. This is a side note, by the way, but it was this dinner party. This Caucasian family. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. I don't know what to say nowadays. But yeah, and one of the guys there, every time he saw me, he just kept saying, "How's it hanging, brother?" I'm talking about like 3 or 4 times through the night. Like every time he saw me, he kept calling me brother. I don't know, it just gave me the creeps. But yeah, back to the story. So the kids are all in the garage. I go upstairs. I think I use the bathroom or get some food or something. Whatever I did, I come back downstairs, right? And all the kids are still in the garage and whatnot, except for the oldest kid. And like I said, this kid is no older than 13 or 14 years old. He's pacing back and forth in front of the garage. I'm not paying him really any mind yet, but I do see he's walking back and forth and he has something in his hands. So I go a little closer to check on him because he seems concerned about something. And so yeah, I'm walking towards the outside of the garage into the parking lot area, and I see what's in his hand, you guys. Guess what's in his hand? This little kid had a fat blunt in his hand. I'm talking about stuff. I don't even smoke woods this fat, bro. I'm 26. I'm talking about a perfect chop. It's like a backwood, bro. Not a blunt, a backwood. This kid was no older than 13 or 14 years old. So I walk by him, and it's kind of just an awkward stare off for like 3 seconds. I mean, I had no plan on saying anything, honestly. I'm not, that's the thing about working security. You're there to just make sure nothing goes down. I'm not about to tell a kid to not do something he already looks like he's pretty comfortable doing, so he could go tell his drunk parents on security upstairs, and now it's a whole fiasco. So yeah, honestly, I was just in shock because I was like, wow, this kid was just in front of me playing hide and seek. Now I think about it, he was playing hide and seek. No wonder he was having so much fun. He was high while they was playing hide and seek. So from hide and seek right to a fat blunt, like that's what these kids are doing now, bruh. So yeah, that's why I say these kids nowadays are spoiled. They're just built different. I'm not even trying to make it like a negative context because we were smoking and stuff at that age, but it wasn't out in the open. It was very discreet. At least we thought we were being discreet. Anybody else used to think that spraying yourself after a hot box actually took away the smell of the smoke. It didn't. Like now that I'm older and I smoke outside more, like the fact that we thought spraying some cologne and Febreze on us after a whole hot box session was getting the smoke smell off of is crazy. Our parents definitely had to know something was going on. But nowadays, these kids, bro, they're unhinged, bro. They're walking around. They got the wax pens, the puff pens. My brother is a teacher, actually, and like he has to confiscate these things. 7th and 8th graders come to school with these puff pens, these wax pens. It's crazy. It's crazy comparing it to my first time smoking. Might as well tell you guys that story too. So I was 15 years old, sophomore in high school. A lot of my friends were already smoking in middle school, 7th and 8th grade, 13 and 14. But honestly, I was an athlete, so I just kind of stayed away from it. But yeah, when I was 15, I had trouble sleeping, so that was kind of my excuse to actually finally try weed. But really, I think I just wanted to get high. But it actually did help my sleep when I did smoke, because I really did used to have trouble sleeping. So the day comes, I believe it's a Saturday, because if it was a Sunday, I wasn't bold enough to smoke on a Sunday back then. We was going to church, so I know it wasn't a Sunday. It had to be a Saturday. I link up with my best friend, still my best friend to this day. The only person back then that I even trusted to try smoking with, because he probably had more experience than all of our other friends just with it. So yeah, like a big thing for me was I'm not trying to get caught up, because if I get caught, it's my ass, boy. So we link up, and I think I think I told my mom that we were gonna link up at Scandia. So yeah, already just kind of not believable. But my mom let it slide, and so yeah, I get dropped off by my brother at Scandia. My friend is already there. Hop out the car, and now it's action. So first thing we need is something to smoke out of. My friend had asked me before I got there if I had any apples. I did not have any apples. I wish I had. It's probably good that I didn't have apples, because I probably didn't really need to get high that day. Because if you don't know, that's why I say these kids are spoiled now. We had to smoke out of apples and shit back then, bro. Like, and the apple was probably the best pipe when you didn't have a pipe. Pause. But yeah, no apples. So my friend's like, it's all good. We walk over to the 7-Eleven. It's like 2 minutes away. And he stands out there and asks people to buy his blunts. Nope, didn't work out. We didn't look a day over 15 years old. So of course nobody bought us anything. But my friend did have a plan B. So we walked back over by Scandia. And this is how I know he's been doing this for too long. Because I'm like, what we finna smoke out of? Bruh pulls out a mechanical pencil, an empty mechanical pencil. And he starts to make a pipe out of it. Bruh made a pipe out of a plastic mechanical pencil. Kids, if you're listening to this, do not try this, because we definitely were smoking on plastic. But he did make it, and it worked. I got probably about 3 or 4 hits out of that until the thing started melting, and we were like, yeah, this probably isn't good for us. So yeah, you imagine how big a bowl could be with the mechanical pencil. It wasn't that big, so we still had a lot of tree left. So we walk over to McDonald's. We spend a little bit of money. This is back when McDonald's was still a little cheap. Now it's yo, fast food prices are crazy now. That's all I'm gonna say. But we walked there to go get a receipt, because he said the only paper we could probably smoke out of that's gonna be decent is some receipt paper. I think back now we probably should have just got like a gum wrapper or something. Probably would have been better. But we get the receipt paper. We start walking back towards Scandia, and keep in mind, I forgot to explain earlier, this Scandia is right next door to like some type of metal warehouse or something. So we're smoking in between the Scandia and the warehouse. That was our spot. So we're walking back all juice. At least I'm juiced, because I'm ready to smoke out of something for real that's rolled up. You feel me? We're about to be back at the spot. Look to the left. The spot's on the left. Guess what we see? A police car. Cop car, right where we was smoking at just literally 10 or 15 minutes ago. So yeah, we just keep walking like we're actually going to Scandia for a while. I don't remember being high from the pencil, but I might have been high, because I remember there was like a jukebox inside Scandia, bruh, and I started playing like Rack. They had like Tyga on there, Rack City. It was that time. I started playing that in the whole Scandia and shit. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I was too spooked to even try again. So yeah, we just waited out in Scandia until our rides got there, and that was pretty much it. That was my first time smoking. You see the difference. It's just kids nowadays, they're just so open and free with it. They got access to this stuff. It's it's just it's crazy how the times change so fast. Especially because I live in California, so we're seeing this happen at a very rapid pace. And yeah, it's just where it is right now. If you are a kid listening to this, don't feel pressure, like, cause I know it's just so much access right now. Like, it's so easy for you guys to get all these pins and all of this and all of that. But nothing's wrong. Just be a kid. Nothing's wrong with being a kid, I guess. That's the message I want to give at the end of this video. All of this stuff is not going anywhere. And this is coming from somebody who did start smoking at a younger age. And I do see the negative effects it has. I'd be lying if I say I'd be lying if I said I didn't. It definitely had its benefits for me, but it definitely had negatives. And like, I'm 26 now, and I could smoke 10 blunts and it's not even gonna get me high. So it's like, why am I even smoking? But that's called addiction, you guys. And I know we all love our marijuana flower, but a lot of times the way that we're using this isn't the healthiest way. So stay cautious of that, just like you do with anything else. You guys, I'm the Casual Gamer. That was our first story time episode. I'm trying to give you guys a variety because I don't want all my videos to be about Call of Duty, because usually when I make videos about Call of Duty, I end up trashing Call of Duty, and I don't just want to be trashing Call of Duty on this page all day. Honestly, you guys, the only reason I'm playing this game still is because I'm trying to stay fresh for ranked. I'm waiting for ranked to drop. I know I want to play ranked, but I can't just stop playing the game and then jump right into ranked. So yeah, I'm just playing a few games a day, trying to stay on point, and yeah, waiting for ranked, because if I'm gonna get on this game and have to try hard, I might as well try hard for something, right? Shout out to skill-based matchmaking, man. I'm out.